What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here with another update video. This is for the week of September 24th to the 30th. We'll be talking about new releases as well as planned content for the week, but first, the game that you're checking out in the background is Castle Crashers, which just came to the PC and is one of the titles that we'll be taking a look at this week. Let's start off by talking about what we covered in the early portion of the week. On Monday, I took a look at Garshasp, Temple of the Dragon, which is a poor man's God of War. The game is terrible. Please don't spend your money on it. You know, it was just earlier in the week in a Q&A video that I was talking about how you approach looking at games and I guess reviewing games and trying to go at it with a positive attitude and being constructive. Unfortunately, I could find no redeeming values in this game. I don't want to knock the developer. It just, the gameplay itself was horrendous. The cutscenes, the voiceover, the actual controls, the combat, everything about it was pretty bad. Now, it is a $5 game, so you have to at least give it that. The problem is, though, that there are plenty of free-to-play games, let alone something that cost you $5, that are a heck of a lot better. So, although the game might be okay for just $5, you could get a lot better for that amount of money or less. So yeah, Garshasp, we looked at that on Monday. If you haven't seen the video, at the very least, it'll be good for a laugh. Then on Tuesday, I took a look at the demo for XCOM Enemy Unknown. This is a turn-based game. It has turn-based combat, but it also has real-time elements of alien invasions. And basically, you're trying to fend off aliens. You're trying to protect the planet from an alien invasion. It's pretty interesting. You know, I have no experience with the original XCOM, so I had no point of reference, but I really enjoyed the demo, and I'm looking forward to checking out the game. I believe next week or the week after. I think it comes out on October the 9th. Lots of people are complaining that it's not as good or it doesn't live up to the XCOM name. Again, I have no point of reference. All I can say is the demo was fun and the game looks pretty good, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so those are a couple of the games we took a look at already. Now let's talk about new upcoming releases that we plan to look at from this point forward. Starting off with, once again, the game in the background, which is Castle Crashers. This is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up game that was originally released for the 360 and PlayStation 3 a few years ago. It has now come to the PC, so I'll be looking at the PC version of the game. And I actually played this on the Xbox 360. Back when I had an Xbox 360, before I sold it, I played Castle Crashers. And you know, I saw this on new releases for the week and I was like, what? I think I've played this game before. That can't be right. Yeah, it's a few years old, but it's really good. Like, it was a really good game. I got a lot of pretty positive reviews when it first came out for console, so hopefully the PC port is good, nearly as good as the console version was. And yeah, again, there'll be a video on that probably later today or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited to check this thing out, though. It looks like it's going to be really awesome. Next up in new releases for the week is the game Carrier Command Gaia Mission. This is the sequel to 1988's strategy game Carrier Command. The game mixes elements of RTS gameplay with vehicle-based combat. This is being developed by Bohemia Interactive Studios as well as Black Element Software. The game does come out on Thursday, so I'll be checking it out Thursday evening and likely releasing a video Friday morning / Friday afternoon. This should be pretty interesting. It could also be really bad. I don't know. We'll have to see. I actually haven't heard much at all about this game, which typically isn't a good sign, but who knows? Maybe it'll turn out to be a hidden gem. And last up in new releases for today, I obviously could not mention releases this week without talking about World of Warcraft's Mist of Pandaria expansion. I tried it for 30 minutes, and then I said, no thank you. You know, I picked it up. I was really actually looking forward to it. I was looking forward to checking out the new skill trees and seeing the new areas and everything like that. I should have realized with the fact that I was in the beta and didn't play it at all beyond an hour or two that I wasn't going to enjoy the full release either. I tried it out for literally 30 minutes to an hour or so, and then I just went back to playing Borderlands 2. I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, I was hoping to possibly produce content for Mist of Pandaria. I tried. I'm so burnt out on WoW, and as much as I was looking forward to it and wanted to enjoy it, I don't think I can. You know, maybe my mind's going to change. Maybe at some point this weekend I'll hop on and I'll just get into the groove and I'll keep playing and I'll really enjoy it. But from the brief exposure I had, I said, this is the same thing over again. I did this for 5+ years. I'm all done. No, thank you. So apologies if that's going to be disappointing for any of you who were looking forward to Mr. Pandaria content. Chances are pretty good it's not going to happen as a result of me just not being interested. Also, of course, this week we've got our regularly scheduled content, some MTG videos, which is pretty exciting right now because they just came out with a new expansion which introduced 5 multicolor decks, which I'm actually having a lot of fun playing. So we'll be coming out with at least one more MTG video this week. Also, of course, SC2 content. I've got some more exciting Wings of Liberty commentary games. We've got our Q&A coming later in the week, and of course the force feed every day. I missed Monday. We'll try not to do that again. Also, I wanted to talk about Smite. You know, I haven't produced any more Smite videos. There is a Smite commentary app. I wasn't able to get access to it. I'm not sure why, but Hi-Rez hasn't sent me. I've requested access to that, and I think it would do them pretty good. I think if I did commentary that Hi-Rez would benefit because I think it would get a fair amount of views. I would expect something like that to get between, I would say 15 and 30,000 views because most of my Smite videos usually break 15,000, closer to 20,000. So hopefully I can get my hands on the observer mode, I guess that's what it's going to be called, and that will allow me to do some commentary of games. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait till the next God comes out. I think the next God is Ares. I'm not sure. It should be either releasing this week or next week, I believe. I thought they said they were on like a 2 or 3 week release schedule when it comes to new gods. So we'll be seeing a new God video at the least either this week or next week. And if not, again, hopefully I can get my hands on the spectator mode. There we go. That's what it's called. To actually do some Smite game commentaries because I want to do it. I think it would be great for me. I think it would help out Hi-Rez in exposing their game and getting it out there. And yeah, fingers crossed. And lastly, I wanted to mention 2 brief things before we wrap up this video. Last week I talked about checking out Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I tried it with a mouse and keyboard. It was horrendous. I actually just like grinded through it because I loved the soundtrack so much and I had so much Tony Hawk nostalgia. I ended up playing it for like 4 hours, but on the mouse and keyboard it was terrible. And I realized the answer is force just go get a damn controller. And I will. I just didn't get around to it. I don't know if I will do a video. I'll tell you this about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. If you just want a super nostalgia trip, it'll probably be worth checking out. You know, there's not a ton of content. I think there's somewhere between like 6 and 8 levels, and that's pretty much it. There's different modes though, so I guess that's wrong. There's a career mode, and there's like free skate, and there's a few different other modes in there as well. If you're just looking for like a nostalgia trip and some Tony Hawk Pro Skater music, then check out the game. I would say it's worth it, but don't try to play it on a mouse and keyboard because you are just going to get frustrated. And I guess that's going to do it for this update video. There's also another game coming out this week, Bad Piggies or something. It's like a spin-off of Angry Birds. It's coming to PC. It's focused on the pigs. I have no idea what this game's about. If it looks even remotely interesting or hilarious, I'll make a video for it. That comes out on Thursday, I think. Yeah, I think that comes out on Thursday. So we'll have to see about that. I'm not promising that at all, though. But yeah, new releases this week that we will be checking out once again are Castle Crashers, Carrier Command, Gay Emission, and No Wow, Mr. Pandaria, because I just can't do that. Can't do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned next week for another update video, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.